Welcome, folks. It's the Primetime Feline. In this one, 5 new fighters coming soon to EA UFC 5, allegedly. Starting off with number 1, Jeff Hands of Steel Neal. Dana White's Contender Series alumni. Got the first round KO and secured the contract on the show. After that, had 5 wins in the UFC before coming down with an illness which sent him on hiatus. Returned against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, where I don't believe he was 100% in that fight. Since then, had a big win against one of my favourite fighters, Vicente Luque. He put up an awesome fight against potentially the next welterweight champion, Shavkat Rakhmonov. This guy is always entertaining. His next bout against Ian Machado Gary, it's going to be extremely interesting. It was cancelled the first time. Ian Gary went on to fight Neil Magny, who actually has a victory over Jeff Neal, so that's going to be super interesting to see how that goes this weekend at UFC 298, Volk versus Topuria. Number 2, Tyson Pedro. His 2016 debut victory has aged spectacularly over Khalil Roundtree. This guy almost always gets the first round finish. I thought he was going to ascend to the upper echelon of the division when he fought Shogun Rua. Unfortunately, suffered a knee injury in that bout, was not to be. Since then, he's kind of bounced back, had a couple of wins. Fun fact, recently appeared on the Australian edition of Gladiators. His next fight against undefeated prospect Vitor Petrino, 10-0. Now this guy actually has a win over Tyson Pedro's most recent loss, Modestas Bukauskas, who won via decision. So I think maybe Tyson Pedro's cardio might be a little bit sus, but that fight's going down at UFC Fight Night, Rosenstrike versus Igiziev. Number 3, another fighter also competing on that card, Umar Nurmagomedov, Khabib's undefeated bantamweight cousin, older brother of PFL's Usman Nurmagomedov. This guy was a Sambo world champion at the age of 19. He's coming off a crazy KO victory against Raoni Barcelos. He did a step-in knee to the body followed by a straight punch. It was a clean, crazy, devastating knockout. He's had 5 cancelled fights in 4 years. Allegedly, he's the most ducked matchup in the division, which possibly is why he's taking on someone who's making his UFC debut, Bezkat Almakhan, and that is going to be a sick fight. Number 4, Benoit Saint Denis, the God of War. This guy got his nickname because he served as a 1st Marine Infantry Paratrooper Regiment, a unit of the French Army Special Forces Command. He actually served, he actually went to war. This guy was a black belt in judo at the age of 16. Debut with a loss in the UFC, but since then he's on a 5-fight win streak. All finishes, all his wins are finishes. And his next fight against Dustin the Diamond Poirier, going to be super interesting at UFC 299, O'Malley versus Vera. Final fighter, number 5, also competing at UFC 299, O'Malley versus Vera, Michael MVP Venom Page. He is 21-2, 36 years old. He comes from a family of martial artists. Like Izzy, he's had a lot of kickboxing experience. Fun fact, this guy actually got his nickname from a Chinese kung fu movie called The 5 Deadly Venoms. Like Michael Chandler, he's a highly touted Bellator prospect, and while he was in Bellator, he set 3 records, which are most stoppage victories in Bellator history at welterweight with 10, most knockout victories in Bellator welterweight history with 9, and tied with Patricky Pitbull for the most knockout victories in Bellator history with 11. Not only that, this guy's fought bare knuckle against Platinum Mike Perry, which anyone who's bare knuckle boxing with Mike Perry is crazy. He's taking on Kevin Holland at UFC 299, O'Malley versus Vera, as I said, against Kevin Holland. And in preparation for that matchup, he's been hanging out with Wonderboy. I wonder if Wonderboy has been giving him any tips or helping him game plan for that matchup, as Kevin Holland is a common opponent for both of them. That is my top 5 list, guys. Thanks for watching. If you make any changes or you want to see someone else in the game, let me know in the comments. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.